Hey everybody, Mr. Wolf here with a video for you all. And with this video, we're going to practice some throwing. Okay, so before you do anything with the throwing unit, I just want to go ahead and let you know that there is some equipment coming. It's almost ready. I've been doing some things with this equipment that's been delivered for PE, for distance learning. It's on its way, and hopefully we'll be able to use some of that equipment for this throwing or for these throwing activities that we'll be doing in the next few weeks. And I'm holding a sock because I'm going to be using a sock for throwing and catching. Not that we're catching in this video, but for throwing and catching, I'll be using a sock. So I found this sock, a nice thick sock, in my closet. And I'm just going to go ahead and tie it into a knot. Okay, and that way I have something that can actually be thrown and it won't break anything. But with that said, you need to make sure that your parents have a place for you to practice these activities by throwing a sock. Okay, so you can't throw something without your parents' permission. You need your parents to tell you that it's okay before you start throwing things in the house. But the sock is very soft, and the sock's not going to break anything in my in the room that I'm in. So for throwing, there's three things that I want you to focus on. The first thing is reach back. Okay, you always want to bring your arm and reach back. The second thing is have your hip, my hip is right here, have your hip pointing at a target. So if I wanted to hit my camera that's in front of me, I would have my hip facing the camera, which it is. Then I would step with what we call the opposite foot. And your opposite foot is the leg that is away from whichever hand you're holding the sock. So if I'm holding my sock in my right hand, well, my right leg is not the opposite leg, and my right foot's not my opposite foot. My left foot is opposite. Okay, you don't step with the same. Nope, do not step with the same foot. See, I have my sock in my right hand. Sometimes I see scholars, they step with the wrong foot. That's the wrong foot. The opposite foot is the foot that's farther away from whichever hand you're holding the sock. So for me, it's my left leg, my left foot. Okay, so hip at the target, reach back, step with my opposite foot, and I can go ahead and throw. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like over here. I have two. For your activity, when you practice your throwing, you want to have something that's big and something that's small. Okay, so I used a big sofa chair and I used a small pillow. Okay, and for this activity, you're going to practice throwing and hitting a big target and a small target. So let me go ahead and find a nice angle here. So for here, you can see the sofa chair. I am standing away from the sofa chair. I'm going to make sure that my hip is pointed at the sofa chair. I reach back with my right arm. Well, can't. Let me see if I could do a little bit better. Well, I'm reaching back with my right arm. And watch my left leg. I'm going to step with my left leg. And I went and I hit my chair. So what that looked like was my hip was facing the target. I reached back, step with my opposite foot, and I threw my sock. And then make sure you have a small target. Try to hit the small target. So as you can see, the small target is going to be my pillow. Have your hip facing the target. Reach back with your arm. I know you can't see it in this camera view, but I am reaching back, and then step with your opposite leg and throw and hit the small target. And that is the activity for this video today, the throwing activity. Okay, so make sure you have a ball of sock that you can make at home. Get your parents' permission. And thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day. See ya.